Hello, Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. The Andhra Pradesh government has constituted a special investigation team to probe the incidents of poll violence. The special investigation team, headed by senior IPS officer Vineet Brijlal, will review the investigation of violence on poll day and in the post-poll period and submit a report on action taken to the Election Commission of India. The order forming the special investigation team was issued by Chief Secretary K.S. Jawahar Reddy. The Chief Secretary and DGP had appeared before Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar on Thursday after the Commission had summoned the top officials seeking an explanation for the administration's failure to contain poll violence. The special investigation team includes 13 police officers from various departments. Several incidents of violence were reported in Anantapur, Palnadu, and Tirupati districts during polling on 13th May and on subsequent days. Meanwhile, the Election Commission cracked the whip on 16 officials based on a report submitted by the Chief Secretary and DGP. It suspended Palnadu Superintendent of Police Garikpati Bindu Madhav and Anantapur SP Amit Bardar. The Commission also ordered the transfer of Palnadu District Collector Siva Sankar Lothiti and Tirupati SP Krishnakant Patel. Departmental enquiry will also be initiated against these officials. It is not out of place to point out that violence broke out where the officers were transferred on the orders of the Election Commission. West Bengal Chief Minister and Trinamool Congress Supremo Mamata Banerjee on Saturday claimed that the India bloc will come to power in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections and BJP will not cross the 200 mark in the polls. She accused Congress and CPIM of having entered into a nexus with BJP in the state to discredit the state government and asked the electorate not to vote for any non-TMC parties which will benefit the saffron camp. Addressing an election rally at Goghat under the Arambagh Lok Sabha constituency, Banerjee said that she had coined the name India and at the national level all the coalition partners are all working together to resist the autocratic, demonic Narendra Modi government. TMC will play its role in installing the India bloc to power. See what Modi is telling now. He is no more making tall claims of 400 seats by BJP. He can read the writing on the wall already. BJP will not cross even 200 tally. BJP will bite the dust, she said. Banerjee alleged that CPI, M, Congress and other left partners in West Bengal have entered into an unprincipled nexus with communal, undemocratic, autocrat BJP just to discredit the ruling TMC which is only waging the war against Narendra Modi and Amit Shah in the state.
আমি তো বলেই দিলাম 270 কিলোমিটার আরো নতুন রাস্তা যেটা আরামবাগ হয়ে যাবে। আরামবাগ হয়ে গেলে কামারপুকুর এবং জয়রামবাটি এই জায়গাগুলো উন্নত হতে হতে যাবে এবং এখানে পর্যটন তীর্থ আরও বাড়বে। মনে রাখবেন খানাকুল 1 ব্লকে রাজা রামমোহন রায়ের যে ভিটা আছে বাস্তু ভিটা আমরা তারও সংস্কার করেছি। এরকম তারকেশ্বর থেকে শুরু করে পুরসুরা থেকে শুরু করে হরিপাল থেকে শুরু করে হুগলি থেকে শুরু করে ফুরফুরা শরীফ থেকে শুরু করে ইমামবাড়া থেকে শুরু করে ব্যান্ডেল চার্চ থেকে শুরু করে জাহের থান থেকে শুরু করে মাজিদ থান থেকে শুরু করে সিঙ্গুর থেকে শুরু করে সব জায়গায় আমাদের বিভিন্ন কাজ করা আছে। মায়েশের রথ থেকে শুরু করে মাসির বাড়ি থেকে শুরু করে আর 2-1 মাসের মধ্যেই দেখতে পাবেন আমি দীঘাতে একদম পুরীর জগন্নাথ মন্দিরের ওই হাইটে একটা জগন্নাথ মন্দির করে দিচ্ছি।
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Saturday said Rai Bareli should once again show the path to progress and development to Uttar Pradesh and the country as it has been the ideological and political center of the state in the past. Sharing a video with his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra in a post on X, he recollected memories of their childhood while passing through Rai Bareli, from where he is contesting on the Lok Sabha seat vacated by his mother Sonia Gandhi. Today, the role of Rai Bareli should be one that first shows the path to Uttar Pradesh's progress and development, and then Uttar Pradesh should once again show the path of progress and development to India, he also said. In the last Lok Sabha elections, Rahul Gandhi had contested from Amethi but lost to BJP's Smriti Irani. After representing Amethi from 2004 to 2019, he has shifted to Rai Bareli this time. Taking a swipe at top BJP leaders, he said he has respected his family and shared good ties with all family members and does not allow politics to come in. While going to Rai Bareli, Priyanka and he also passed through the streets of their childhood for some time. There are so many sweet and sour memories, grandmother's wisdom, father's favorite jalebis, the cakes made by Priyanka. It seems like it all happened just yesterday, he also said in a post in Hindi on X.
मेरी जो परवरिश हुई वो बहुत साधारण तरह से हुई थी। उस समय ये सब तामझाम भी नहीं था और ये सिक्योरिटी का कोई मामला नहीं था, तो हम भी सड़कों पे जाके खेलते थे बच्चों के साथ। जब 80 का चुनाव हुआ तो तुम्हें याद है हमने बच्चा पार्टी बनाई? हाँ। 40 बच्चों का गैंग था, सड़कों पे जाते थे बच्चा पार्टी जिंदाबाद और पोस्टर चेप लेते थे अपने बच्चा पार्टी। याद है। राजनीति जीवन का हिस्सा था, उस हमारे जीवन का हमेशा हिस्सा रहा। पूरा परिवार इकट्ठा बैठता था, बातचीत करते थे दादी से, और दादी मतलब बिना बताए हमें राजनीतिक ज्ञान देती रहती थी, हमें पता भी नहीं लगता था। दादी हैड पार्शियलिटी, दादी मेरे से पार्शियल थी। पापा थोड़ा इनसे पार्शियल थे। खिलौने भी एक बार लाई गए तो मुझे बुलाया कि भाई कौन सा पसंद है, मैंने कहा ये मुझे बंदर पसंद। ये तो मैं बड़ी खुश थी कि दादी ने मुझे आज बुला के मेरे से पूछ लिया। सच्चाई क्या थी, मुझसे पहले इनको बुला लिया था और पहले ही तय कर लिया इनके साथ 60 गांठ थी कि इनको क्या देना है। याद है जब दादी को रेस्ट किया था? हाँ, मुझे बहुत अच्छी तरह याद है। हम दोनों लड़ गए, हम दोनों पुलिस वाले से लड़ गए थे कि भाई दादी को नहीं ले जा सकते। टीयर गैस लगती थी, याद है? फिर दादी को जेल में जाके देखा। हमारा जो पारिवारिक रिस्पेक्ट है और रिश्ता है एक दूसरे से, वो सबसे जरूरी। एक टाइम था जब ये केक बनाती थी, 24 घंटा ये केक बनाती थी और किसी ना किसी को ये केक खिलाती रहती थी। कुछ भी मीठा सामने दिख जाए तो रुका नहीं जाता। मुझे सबसे ज्यादा चिढ़ तब होती है जब मैं कुछ खा रही हूँ और दोनों माँ बेटे मुझे बोलते।
Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge and other India bloc leaders on Saturday slammed Prime Minister Narendra Modi over his claim that the opposition alliance would bulldoze the Ayodhya Ram temple if voted to power, and said they were committed to protecting the religious freedom of all citizens and ensuring that the country runs as per the constitution. Kharge, Shiv Sena UBT President Uddhav Thackeray, NCP SP Chief Sharad Pawar jointly addressed a press conference in Mumbai on the last day of the campaigning for the final phase of the Lok Sabha polls in the state on 20th May. These leaders responded to questions on PM Modi's charge that the opposition bloc will bulldoze the Ram temple, dilute quota for SC, Cent and OBC categories and also restore Article 370 if voted to power. Kharge accused PM Modi of inciting people over the issues that the Congress will never do. Thackeray said the India bloc's government will complete the construction of the Ram temple in Ayodhya, while Pawar said it will be the duty of their government to protect not just temples, but the places of worship of all religions. Kharge also said reservation as enshrined in the constitution will stay. To a question on his party's stand on Article 370, Kharge said that he was not answerable to Modi. The Congress will implement what it has promised in the manifesto. Sharad Pawar said the previous government had taken the decision of the Food Security Act, but now Modi is taking credit for providing 5 kilograms free ration. Thackeray said the India alliance has several prime ministerial faces, while the BJP has only one and even that is not working.
प्रेस साहब ने अब आपको स्पष्ट किया, बुलडोजर उनकी गवर्नमेंट है। हम किसी को आज तक बुलडोजर लगाया नहीं, और ये जो भगवान की मंदिर जो ट्रस्ट के ओर से बनी है, अभी बनने में है, ये जनता में एक भ्रम पैदा करने के लिए और जनता में एक रोष पैदा करके इंस्टिगेट करने का, ये तो मैं समझता हूँ ये तो इलेक्शन कमीशन उनके ऊपर एक्शन लेना चाहिए। जो इंस्टिगेटिव स्पीचेस करते हैं तो उनके खिलाफ तो कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। खुद प्राइम मिनिस्टर कर रहे, अगर कोई छोटा मोटा नेता करता तो हम मानेंगे, ये बुलडोजर लगाएंगे, वो लगाएंगे। जो चीजें हम नहीं कर सकते, इम्पॉसिबल है, और उसको उन्होंने ऐसा लोगों को भड़का रहे, तो एक कभी नहीं होगा। हमारी गवर्नमेंट आने के बाद हर चीज की हिफाजत होगी। ये तो हमारा जो संविधान कहता है, संविधान के तहत हम चलेंगे। अलग अलग स्टेट में अलग अलग अलायंस है। हम सिर्फ दिल्ली में 3 सीटों पे अलायंस है, चंडीगढ़ में अलायंस है, बाकी कहां पर हमने उनको सीट एडजस्ट करके दिया है, गुजरात और इसमें हरियाणा में, वो हम वहां पर काम करेंगे। जहां पर हम पंजाब में लड़ रहे हैं एक दूसरे से, लड़ते रहेंगे। ये डेमोक्रेसी है, ये तो ऑटोक्रेसी नहीं है। जहां हम जम सकते हैं बराबर, वहां एक दूसरे की मदद करके बीजेपी को हराने के लिए जो करना है हम करेंगे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi sharpened his attack on the Congress on Saturday and said it was his strong government that brought down the wall of Article 370, and as a result, Kashmir is now moving ahead on the path of development. Modi said the history of the Congress has been of betraying India's forces and soldiers as he referred to the Jeep scandal, the first scam during the Grand Old Party's rule. Could a weak government have changed the situation in Jammu and Kashmir? Modi asked the gathering, addressing his first Lok Sabha poll rally in Ambala in Haryana. Referring to Haryana contributing a sizable number of soldiers in the armed forces, he said when the Congress was in power, mothers in Haryana were a worried lot thinking about their children's safety. In August 2019, the Bharatiya Janata Party-led centre abrogated the provisions of Article 370 of the Constitution that had bestowed special rights on Jammu and Kashmir and bifurcated the erstwhile state into union territories. Modi said only 17 days are left for 4th June, when the Lok Sabha poll results will be announced. The Congress and its partners in the Indian National Developmental Inclusive Alliance have drawn a blank in the first 4 phases of polling, he claimed.
कांग्रेस को महिलाओं से, किसानों से, नौजवानों से कोई मतलब नहीं है। कांग्रेस को सिर्फ वोट से मतलब है। अब बताइए, दिल्ली और हरियाणा में हाथ में झाड़ू लेकर घूम रहे हैं और पंजाब में कह रहे हैं झाड़ू वाला चोर है। अब इन्होंने हरियाणा वालों को समझ क्या रखा है? भाइयों बहनों, इनके लिए वोट बैंक ही सब कुछ है। अब कांग्रेस के लोग कहते हैं कि एससी, एसटी, ओबीसी का आरक्षण धर्म के आधार पर बांट देंगे। ये दलितों का, पिछड़ों का आरक्षण छीन लेना चाहते। ये लोग अपने वोट बैंक को खुश करने के लिए सिखों और दलितों को नागरिकता देने का भी विरोध कर रहे हैं। कांग्रेस कह रही है कि सत्ता में आए तो सीए कानून को रद्द कर दें।
The results of Telangana State Engineering, Agriculture and Pharmacy Common Entrance Tests 2024 were announced here on Saturday. In the engineering stream, 240,618 students had appeared for the examination and 1,80,424 of them have qualified for admission. While 14,716 male candidates took the examination in the stream, 106,162 of them qualified. A total of 97,902 female candidates appeared for the test and 74,262 qualified. In the agriculture and pharmacy stream, 91633 candidates had appeared for the test and 82163 of them have qualified, an official release said. In the agriculture and pharmacy stream, 24,664 male candidates appeared for the test and 21768 of them qualified. The number of female candidates who attended the examination and qualified was 66969 and 60,395 respectively. The Telangana State Engineering, Agriculture and Pharmacy Common Entrance Tests, conducted by the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Hyderabad, was held at 21 test zones with 165 test centers from May 7 to 11 in both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
ఇది ఫస్ట్ ఎప్సెట్. ఇంతకుముందు అంతా ఎంసెట్ అనేవాళ్ళం. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫస్ట్ టైం వీఆర్ కాలింగ్ ఎప్సెట్ బికాజ్ మెడికల్ నీట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది కాబట్టి. సో ఈ ఇయరే మనం దీని జీవో మార్చి ఎంసెట్ హెస్ బికమ్ ఎప్సెట్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఎప్సెట్ టు బి రిలీజ్డ్ రిజల్ట్స్ ఇప్పుడు మనం పెట్టుకున్నాం. సో 21 ఫిబ్రవరి రోజు మనం నోటిఫికేషన్ ఇచ్చి 134 సెంటర్స్ తెలంగాణలోను, 31 సెంటర్లు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లోను, బికాస్ కంబైన్డ్ అడ్మిషన్ ప్రొసీజర్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఈ సంవత్సరం వరకు. సో 34 సెంటర్స్ అక్కడ, 31 సెంటర్స్ అక్కడ కూడా పెట్టాం. 134 తెలంగాణ, 31 ఆంధ్ర. సో అగ్రికల్చర్ ఫార్మసీ ఏమో 7th to 8th అగ్రికల్చర్ ఫార్మసీ ఎగ్జామ్స్ కండక్ట్ చేశారు. సో దీంట్లో 81,379 మంది తెలంగాణలోను, 10,254 మంది ఆంధ్రలోనూ రాశారు. టోటల్ 91.24% అటెండెన్స్ అయింది. అంటే కొంతమంది రిజిస్టర్ చేసుకుని రాయని వాళ్ళు ఒక.
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy on Saturday given a rousing welcome at London Airport. His supporters raised slogans like "Long live Jagan." He has embarked on a foreign holiday with his family. The trip comes days after the state voted in the Lok Sabha and State Assembly elections on 13th May. He was seen off at the Gannavaram Airport by Bapatla MP Nandigam Suresh, Housing Minister Jogi Ramesh and other ruling party leaders on Friday night, said a press release. Jagan Mohan Reddy, who helms the ruling YSRCP in the southern state, took on the NDA alliance of TDP, BJP and Janasen during the recently concluded polls. Results for the 25 Lok Sabha and 175 Assembly seats will be declared on 4th June. Authorities have seized cash, drugs and inducements worth 8,889 crore rupees that aim to influence voters in the ongoing Lok Sabha polls, the Election Commission said on Saturday. At 45%, drugs formed the biggest chunk of the total seizures. Narcotics worth around 3,959 crore rupees were seized, it said. Drugs, liquor, precious metals, freebies and cash influence elections in varying degrees, some flowing directly as inducements while others through reduced levels of circulation of money, the poll authority said. The commission said it has laid special emphasis on the seizure of narcotics and psychotropic substances. Analysis of data found that states and union territories that used to be transit zones are increasingly becoming consumption territories of drugs, it said. The Gujarat Anti-Terrorism Squad, Narcotics Control Bureau and the Indian Coast Guard in joint operations have made 3 high-value seizures of drugs in just 3 days, amounting to 892 crore rupees, the poll panel noted. 849.15 crore rupees in cash, 814.85 crore rupees worth of liquor, drugs worth 3,958.85 crore rupees and precious metals worth 1,260.33 crore rupees have been seized, it added. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said on Saturday that he and other AAP leaders would go to the BJP headquarters on 19th March so that the Prime Minister can send anyone he wants to jail. The BJP is saying they will send AAP MP Raghav Chadha and Delhi Ministers Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj to jail too, he claimed at a press briefing hours after his aide Bibhav Kumar was arrested in connection with the alleged assault on his party's parliamentarian Swati Maliwal. Kejriwal, who is also the AAP national convener, however, asserted that his party could not be crushed by sending its leaders to jail. Accusing Prime Minister Narendra Modi of playing the game of sending AAP leaders such as Manish Sisodia, Satyendra Jain, and Sanjay Singh to jail, he said, he, along with my MLAs and MPs, would go to the BJP office at noon tomorrow so that the Prime Minister can send anyone he wants to jail. He claimed that the AAP's fault was that its government in Delhi built good schools, set up mohalla clinics, provided free treatment and ensured free round-the-clock power supply in the city, which the BJP could not do. Kejriwal, who was arrested in a money laundering case linked to the alleged Delhi excise policy scam, has been granted interim bail till 1st June by the Supreme Court to campaign in the Lok Sabha polls. He will have to surrender and go back to jail on 2nd June, a day after the last phase of polling in the general elections.
मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी को बोलना चाहता हूं, प्रधानमंत्री जी, आप ये जेल का खेल खेल रहे हो। कभी एक को जेल में डालते हो, कभी मनीष सिसोदिया को, कभी अरविंद केजरीवाल को, कभी संजय सिंह को। कल मैं 12 बजे अपने सभी बड़े नेताओं के साथ, एमएलएज, एमपीज, सबके साथ 12 बजे बीजेपी हेडक्वार्टर आ रहा हूं। जिसको आप जेल में डालना चाहते हो, आप जेल में डाल लो, एक साथ जेल में डाल दो। आपको लगता है कि आप आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं को जेल में डाल के आम आदमी पार्टी को क्रश कर दोगे? ऐसे आम आदमी पार्टी क्रश नहीं होने वाली। आप एक बार डाल के देख लो। आम आदमी पार्टी एक विचार है जो पूरे देश के अंदर लोगों के दिल में चला गया है। जितने आप आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं को डालोगे जेल में, उससे 100 गुना नेता ये देश पैदा करेगा। कल 12 बजे मैं अपने सभी नेताओं के साथ बीजेपी हेडक्वार्टर आ रहा हूं। जिसको आपको जेल में डालना, आप जेल में डाल दो।
Equity benchmark indices closed the special trading session on a firm note on Saturday, extending their rally to the third day running amid fresh foreign fund inflows. The 30-share BSE Sensex climbed 88.91 points or 0.12% to end at 74,005.94. During the session, it jumped 245.73 points or 0.33% to 74,162.76. The NSE Nifty advanced 35.90 points or 0.16% to 22,502. The National Stock Exchange and BSE on 7th May said they will conduct a special trading session in the equity and equity derivative segments on 18th May to check their preparedness for handling major disruptions or failures at the primary site. The special live trading session will have an intraday switchover from the primary site to the disaster recovery site. The market capitalization of BSE-listed companies reached an all-time peak of 4,12,36,791.05 crore rupees in the special trading session. Among the Sensex components, Nestle, Power Grid, Tata Motors, Tata Consultancy Services, HCL Technologies, Hindustan Unilever and State Bank of India were the major gainers. JSW Steel, Mahindra and Mahindra, Maruti and Kotak Mahindra Bank were among the laggards. Foreign institutional investors turned buyers on Friday after days of unabated outflows. They bought equities worth 1,616.79 crore rupees on Friday, according to exchange data. The Congress on Saturday took strong objection to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's charge that the party will bulldoze the Ram Temple if elected to power, accusing him of instigating people and demanded that the Election Commission takes action on him. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said it is the BJP that uses the bulldozer. It is the BJP that uses the bulldozer. The Congress has never run a bulldozer on anyone till date. The Election Commission should take action against Modi ji and the BJP for saying such things about the Temple of God which is currently under construction by the trust. By saying such things, they are creating anger among the public. They are inciting the public, they are instigating them. The Prime Minister himself is giving instigative speeches, action should be taken against him. If some small leader had done this, the Congress would not have paid attention, but the person sitting on the post of Prime Minister is speaking such language, Khadge said in a post on X. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.